Hey guys, Swain Genius here. Welcome back to our growing tour, I guess. So we planted watermelon, lemon balm, chamomile, and peppermint or mint 3 days ago, and this is the third day. So pretty much what's it? But we put the seeds in. We put the seeds in. We watered the soil, and now what's happening is a process. Well, there's actually multiple processes. So first, what's there's something called imbibition, which is seeds absorbing water. And the reason why that's important is because the seeds need to absorb the water and then grow so they can expand and break their seed coat, because they need to break the seed coat so they can actually get oxygen and more water into the seed, so they can start to metabolize the nutrients and food that's inside the seed, so they can grow and be actually turn into the plant. So right now, the process of germination is pretty much going on, and that's what that whole process is. So it's from this water going into the cell, the seed expanding, and then the shoot. Well, it's roots then shoots. So the roots go down and then the shoots go up. But right now, more likely what's happening in this moment is the third day. It's just the seeds expanding and cellular respiration is happening. And if you guys don't know what cellular respiration is, that's pretty much when sugars are being broken down in the presence of oxygen and being burned to be used for energy, pretty much. So they're getting the energy right now so they can grow their roots and then grow their shoots. So if you guys didn't know, we're growing again watermelons, and there's two different types of seeds. There's two different types of seeds with angiosperms. So there's a different angiosperms and gymnosperms are two types of plants. When we're talking about what if we're talking about more so like what you guys would commonly know, because there's like gymnosperms are like our trees. When you look at like pines, maples, things of those sorts, those are more so gymnosperms. But maples are actually angiosperms. It's 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 not confusing. It's just like it's some things that you wouldn't expect, because you would think all trees would be the same, but not all trees are the same. But going more into the fruit, all fruits are angiosperms. And angiosperm just means that it's in a fruit, and gymnosperm means it's naked. So gymno means naked, sperma seed, and then angiosperm means fruit. Well, angio means container, and then seed, and then sperma seed. So that's the whole thing. And then with monocots and dicots, so we're talking about cotyledons. So cotyledons are like, if you guys would ever see like a bean, that's where you see like those two halves of a bean. That's cotyledons. So those are like what you think are leaves, but they're actually not the true leaves. The true leaves grow after the cotyledons are used. The cotyledons are pretty much a food storage unit, which the seed needs to depend on the cotyledons first to actually break down the nutrients in that and use that to grow before it can actually establish itself and grow roots. Well, establish itself while it's growing roots to then use its leaves, like its true leaves, to actually produce sugars, do photosynthesis. So technically, plants in a sense kind of act as like heterotrophs, because they're not they don't automatically start with photosynthesis, but they photosynthesis, so they're autotrophs. But that's a little like science fact for today. So I thank you guys for watching. My name is Plant Genius, but you guys can be a Plant Genius too. Peace out. Bye.